He limped into the courtroom like a wounded victim, chin tucked, suit wrinkled, eyes darting like a man cornered by consequences. He claimed he was broke, but Judge Juno wasn't buying the act. Not yet. On the plaintiff's side, Lena Hartley. Calm, controlled. A woman who'd seen enough of Michael Reeves' lies to write a book. She was suing for $9,200 in unpaid rent, utilities, and damages to the property they once shared when love had still been in the air and trust hadn't yet turned to ash. And on the defense, Michael, her ex-fiancé, the freelance crypto consultant, with no current employment, no visible income, and if you asked him, no assets. He'd signed the lease with her, promised to split everything, then ghosted her when things went south, leaving her to cover it all. He told Judge Juno he was financially ruined, a victim of the market crash, bank account empty, car repossessed, nothing left but a duffel bag and a dream. But Lena had receipts. Screenshots of messages where Michael had promised to cover rent next week. Texts where he claimed he was just waiting for a deposit. Months of Venmo transfers from her to him labeled utilities, groceries, and one just called Get It Together. Still, Judge Juno kept her poker face. She'd seen stories like his before. Pitiful, practiced. Plausible, you didn't dig. Michael sighed heavily through every question. Played the part well. Talked about stress, depression, a lost opportunity with a crypto startup. And then he slipped. I had to sell some coins to survive, he said, trying to sound defeated. That's gone now. I'm tapped out. Judge Juno's brows flicked upward, not in surprise, but recognition. Coins? She repeated. What coins? Michael froze. Just for a second. Barely perceptible. But enough. And then came the twist. Judge Juno leaned forward and pulled a printed sheet from a folder. My court clerk ran a public blockchain. Look up using your known wallet address. It's the one listed on your business card. Care to explain this transaction from 4 days ago? Transfer of 3.6 Ethereum to a Coinbase account registered in your name. Silence fell in the courtroom like a dropped gavel. Michael's jaw worked. Tried to form a lie, but couldn't find the edges. That must be old. It's current. Judge Juno cut in. Timestamped, confirmed. You moved over $11,000 worth of cryptocurrency this week. So much for broke. Lena exhaled like someone who'd been holding her breath for months. Michael started stammering. Something about using it to pay off other debts. That the money wasn't really his. That it was locked in an investment. Every excuse crumbled under Judge Juno's stare. You had the money, she said flatly. You just didn't want to pay her. He tried to protest. That's not, I don't need you to finish that sentence, she snapped. I've heard every version of it. You thought hiding it in crypto would shield you from real-world accountability. That blockchain meant invisible. But let me remind you, public ledger means public consequences. Then came the verdict, swift. No hesitation, judgment in favor of the plaintiff. Full amount, $9,200, plus $300 in court fees. And Mr. Reeves, consider this a lesson. When you say you're broke, don't leave a digital paper trail fat with coins. Because in my courtroom, truth has value and lies. They cost you. Michael sank into his chair, face pale. Lena didn't smile. But her eyes told the whole story. Relief, justice, closure. As Judge Juno stood to leave, she delivered the final blow. You can run from rent, Mr. Reeves, but not from receipts.